how I teach golf, okay? I've been fortunate. In my pursuit of being the best player I could be, I've been able to work with a gentleman named Harvey Ward. Harvey Ward is written about in a book that's talked about with Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson playing. They were the two best pros of their time, playing against Ken Venturi and Harvey Ward. All right, have you read this book, The Match? Okay, it took place at Cypress Point. It's the greatest match recorded ever. The best golf accumulated in 1 4 or 5 hour round. Get the book and read it. So I fortunately shared Harvey Ward along with other PGA Tour players. Payne Stewart was one of his students at the time. Corey Pavin was one of his. I could go on and on and on. That you know, these players took lessons from other people, but Harvey Ward was kind of the grandfather of golf in the 80s. And in fact, when he was at the University of North Carolina, he was a superstar. He won the U.S. Amateur twice. He was Jack Nicklaus's idol. Jack Nicklaus, you know, wanted to play like Harvey Ward, and he did. And so Harvey then became a teacher later on, and that's when I met him. And he kept it simple. He helped me get on the PGA Tour. He kept things simple. I want to keep it simple for you. Harvey knew how to play the game, how to compete, how to execute, how to eliminate all those distractions. I like to think of, in my teaching style, say this after me: a picture's worth 1,000 words. Yes, that's simple. A picture's worth 1,000 words. So what are we trying to do in the golf swing? We're trying to learn to swing. We learn to swing this club, just like this. You can watch how the club goes up, club comes down, it's kind of falling, but you see a lot of speed right down at the bottom. Am I right or wrong? Do you sense any tension there? Well, there's no tension. But if I grab on tight, what happens to the swing? You see the difference. Now, what we're creating here by some mechanical moves that we'll cover later on is a lot of centrifugal force. Now, a lot of the other way to see centrifugal force is here's a string with a weight on the end of it. And in the beginning, you go, well, I just feel out of control. Doug, I really don't get it. And, you know, I'm not real certain. It just doesn't work for me. But as you learn to put some of the other pieces together, guess what happens? There's a lot of speed in that blue ball, and my hands aren't moving much at all, are they? My hands are just kind of down here moving very gently like this. But watch the speed of the blue ball. Now, if I want to take some speed off, I can shorten the string. Okay, if I want to increase the speed, what can I do? A bigger arc. So that's your driver, and maybe this is your 5-iron, and maybe this is your wedge. But the swing stays the same. Say this after me: 1 swing, 14 clubs. Yes, I know it's hard to understand, but a baseball bat has centrifugal force in it. Look how the handle is small and the barrel is big. And what usually is an illegal bat do? They usually put what in here? A little cork, a little extra weight. So when the batter gets up, whoosh, they release it, it gets more bounce, more spring, and then they come and they cut the bat in half and they go, yeah, you increase the centrifugal force. Whoosh. But you want to learn to release it. I'm going to give you pictures of golf swing a lot like batting. Okay? Also, tennis. Do you like tennis? Here's a tennis forehand, back and forth. Okay, a serve. Throw the ball up, let your racket set. Watch this. Throw the ball up, let the racket set. Rotate, release, and then go to the net. Okay, a lot of golfers out there have never allowed the golf club to set. You see that right angle? A lot of you are holding on so tight. Okay, we want to set that angle. That's called hinging. We've got a whole section on that. Okay, we're going to go up, hinge the wrist. Okay, same thing you do in tennis. Up, let the racket set, rotate, release. Let's think of something else here, okay? I like to use this. Say this after me: big muscles, not little muscles. Okay, big muscles, little muscles. If I start the golf swing with my hands, the broom is heavy. But if I start it with my body, the broom is what? Light, yes. So again, you don't pay attention to this with that light club. It weighs 13 ounces. This broom might weigh 4 pounds. if I did this all day, my arms would get tired real quick. But if I turn my big muscles, wow, that was easy. How many of you have hit a shot somewhere during the round that you go, man, that was effortless. I hardly put anything into it. That was my best shot of the day. What happened? But you don't know how to repeat it. I know that. You don't know how to repeat it. Well, stay on this track. Get the DVD. You'll be glad you did. No, but you know, that's a little bit. I want to keep it simple. I have a system, a process. And as an undisciplined kid, I just got up there and hit the ball. I had my pictures. You know, it was funny, you know, to learn back a little bit about how I learned golf. My dad would call me from work, or I'd call him, and we'd get on the phone. Let's play golf tonight. Okay, son, I'll pick you up at the house. You have me a couple sandwiches and a big glass of milk, and I'll pick you up on the side of the road, and we'll head right to the golf course. And the golf course was 4 miles away. He would eat and get it refreshed on the way up to the course. And we'd have a little conversation. Last night in Golf Digest, I read Lee Trevino said 2. And then 2 days later, he said, well, last night I read Jack Nicklaus said 2. You know, and our golf course didn't have a driving range. So did we have a chance to practice it? No. Did we ever put the big picture together? No. My swing, my game, my dad's game, we were built on all these little pieces. I want you to understand that you have the opportunity through PurePoint Golf to get into these products that are available to you that's going to help you understand the system of golf. And listen, it's simple, but you got to stick with it in the beginning and see how there's this common thread woven all through every shot in golf, that if you get the fundamentals, everything else is so simple. But if you neglect the fundamentals, you're constantly making compensations. And that's what I want to eliminate for you. If you're a brand new beginner, you're in a perfect place. Just stick to the fundamentals. If you've been playing a year and you haven't developed but too many bad habits, great. Stop what you're doing, get involved in PurePoint Golf, get the fundamentals down, okay? Let's not go any further. Let's get on a system. Let's get the system that's going to help you eliminate all these compensations. Next, you may have played 15, 20 years. If you get into this PurePoint Golf, I'm confident we're going to quickly transfer new skills into your game using the pictures I've just described and start to eliminate some of those bad compensating moves. All right, so some of those bad habits. So, you know, I want to know you better. You want to know me better. I love tennis. If we can transfer your tennis skill, if we can transfer your batting skill, if we can transfer your throwing skill, playing piano, playing, singing, I'm confident you're going to learn to transfer the success from other areas of your life into golf, and you're going to enjoy golf a lot more.